Meghan Markle has been spotted over the years in photos and videos physically getting pretty close to other people. A body language expert analyzed the reason why Meghan will sometimes invade men's personal space, in particular. Body language expert Jesus Enrique Rosas did a deep dive into some of the moments when Meghan invaded someone's intimate space. Rosas said he noticed while researching Meghan's body language in different settings that she has a tendency to invade men's personal space. The expert called some of the instances uncomfortable. He analyzed this tendency in greater detail. You're about to find out why these kinds of attitudes feel so out of space and even creepy in most situations, Rosas noted. We have a lot of ways to communicate feelings, including words and signals, he shared. There's little doubt that touching is one of the most intense ways to convey an emotion or generate a connection with someone. Rosas continued, it's not that most of us don't like to be touched, but instead, it's about how much can we tolerate when someone invades our personal and intimate space without permission. He further discussed the various distances in human interactions, with 4 different measurements, from greater public spacing and social distances to personal and intimate space. Looking at some of Meghan's photos, Rosas said you can't help but feel cringe because of how you perceive the way she is invading someone's personal space. And this feels uncomfortable because it is a complete invasion of your intimate space, Rosas said. He went on to discuss the need to build trust to allow someone so physically close to your body. If that trust doesn't exist, there is a stress reaction. If most people have a problem with being touched or being approached like this in such an intimate manner, then it can only mean that the person who does this is tone deaf or simply lacks social skills to grasp what does it mean to get closer to someone without permission, he explained. Rosas analyzed the moment Meghan hugged a teenager after he gave a speech about International Women's Day. She was heavily criticized by the way she clung onto him, he explained. And the ironic part of the story is that it was the kid who later apologized to Harry for such a hug. Rosas continued, but it was Meghan who started the gesture. He also looked at when Meghan sat on Max Azria at a Fashion Week event, as well as when she gave a celebratory hug to Michael B. Jordan during a celebrity flag football event. Her embrace of Larry King in a photo showed the same invasion of intimate space, Rosas said. The expert added, these attitudes look a lot like the love bombing that narcissists use all the time at the beginning of a relationship. When you see these kind of gestures, your alarms will go off because you notice that it's not a natural gesture, but a forced one. Something that does not happen unless the two people share a lot of trust and feel comfortable with each other. In other news, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are looking to outflank the royal family by targeting Gen Z and millennials. And the Duke and Duchess of Sussex are looking to portray themselves as the real royals, according to an expert. American PR expert and commentator Eric Schiffer believes that since Harry and Meghan left royal working life in 2020, they have zeroed in on the future of the world. He feels the couple are taking what the royal family are doing but targeting the younger demographic. Mr. Schiffer told, Harry and Meghan, are going to own the hearts and minds of Gen Z and millennials. They will be seen as the real royals, who care. They are trying to outflank the royal family. They are trying to do the work of what the royal family typically is about, which is about optimizing society and helping to make society that much more uplifted in many ways. Whether that is emotional or culturally. They have zeroed in on the future of the monarchy, which is the youth of the world. Mr. Schiffer believes that Harry and Meghan's recent publicity has been part of the relatability strategy to help their brand reach the target market. He also believes that they are carefully picking platforms they are passionate about in order to reach their target audience. The couple has already committed to platforms popular with Gen Z and millennials, such as Spotify and Netflix, although there has been a lack of content. Mr. Schiffer added, one of the things I think both Harry and Meghan have done is to position themselves in a royal way but relatable to the public, and align themselves with the values that younger people care about. Whether it's economy or equality, etc., I think whenever you can take the mask of celebrity off, especially if you are positioned at a high level and be able to show your heart and speak about things that are true for you authentically, you're going to deepen those relationships with Gen Z and millennials. The more platforms they have for that, which they are passionate about, it services their brand. It is tapping into a fit within the needs of the market. Mr. Schiffer also praised Harry's appearance on Better Up with regards to discussing mental health as well as commenting on how he was dressed for the event. He said, it makes him that much more relatable to Gen Z and millennials if he dresses down more casually. Most Gen Zs are not walking around with suits. I think what Harry, is doing is wonderful. It is very helpful to young people to see more examples of males that are willing to talk about these things, mental health, and normalize them.